Let me start this video with something real. Most men are not scared of closeness, they're scared of rejection. They fear that second when they make a move and the woman suddenly pulls away, becomes distant, or says something that kills the mood instantly. But what if I told you there's a smarter way to move toward intimacy without sounding needy, without pressure, and without putting yourself in a position to be rejected? A way based on psychology, not control, not manipulation, but understanding how women emotionally decide when they feel ready and with whom. And that's exactly what you're about to learn. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Women don't reject intimacy itself. They reject the feeling connected to it. If the emotional experience feels wrong, the answer is no. If it feels right, the answer flows naturally. The method you're learning today makes it feel right instead of forced. Now let's go deeper. The base of everything is how women decide. Most men who get rejected make the same mistakes. They ask too fast. They ask too directly. They bring nervous energy. Or they try before building emotional tension. Here's the truth. Women don't choose intimacy logically, they choose emotionally. When she feels safe, understood, desired but not pressured, aligned with you emotionally, the door opens on its own. Today I'm showing you the psychology way to create intimacy without sounding desperate, without making her uncomfortable, and without facing that cold rejection. But first you must understand something about female attraction. Men usually feel attraction instantly. You see someone attractive and your body reacts. For women, attraction builds in layers. It grows through emotion, safety, context, and anticipation. That's why a woman can meet a man and feel nothing, then weeks later feel deeply drawn to him. Not because she was playing games, but because her attraction needed emotional experiences to grow. Once you understand this, you stop rushing. You stop pushing. You start creating situations where her desire naturally increases instead of being forced. Now let's talk about the first powerful rule. You never ask directly for intimacy. This alone can change everything. Women don't respond well to direct proposals. They respond to emotional invitations. Asking creates pressure. Pressure creates resistance. Resistance becomes rejection. But inviting emotionally changes the whole dynamic. She doesn't feel forced. She feels like she's choosing. And when a woman feels the choice is hers, rejection almost disappears. Think about the last time someone tried to sell you something aggressively. The pressure made you pull back, even if you were interested. Intimacy works the same way. When a man says, "Do you want to take this further?" he turns connection into a transaction. He pushes her into thinking mode, and thinking mode creates doubt. But emotional invitation speaks to the subconscious. It creates feeling, not a question. And feelings don't get rejected the same way questions do. Here's the psychology behind it. Women say yes when three emotional switches turn on. Safety. Trust. Anticipation. Safety means she feels you won't judge, rush, or pressure her. It comes from your calm, grounded energy. Trust builds when your words match your actions. When you respect her space without making her feel guilty. Anticipation is the tension that makes intimacy exciting instead of mechanical. It's created through restraint and suggestion, not rushing. Most men focus only on attraction and forget these switches. But without safety, trust, and anticipation, attraction never turns into intimacy. Now comes the second technique. The soft withdrawal effect. Instead of leaning in hard, you gently lean back. Not cold. Not rude. Just relaxed. This removes pressure and creates space where she starts moving toward you. When she feels you're not chasing something, she feels safe enough to come closer on her own. And when it's her movement, rejection fades away. Let me show you what that looks like. You're sitting with a woman. The vibe is good. Chemistry is there. Most men would move closer, touch more, try to escalate fast. And she slightly pulls back, not because she's uninterested, but because it felt pressured. Now imagine this instead. You pause. You lean back just a little. You create space. Suddenly her mind notices the absence of pressure. She thinks, why did he pull away? And naturally she starts leaning in. She closes the distance herself. That's the soft withdrawal effect. You're not playing games. You're simply comfortable with the flow, and that comfort makes her want to move toward you. Now the third trick. The implanted thought shift. You don't ask for intimacy. You plant an idea emotionally. You use soft statements like, I like how easy our energy feels, or you're surprisingly comfortable to be around, or there's something calm about being close to you. None of these push. None of them demand. They plant a seed. Women respond to feelings, not commands. When she feels something around you, intimacy becomes her curiosity, not your request. Psychologically, you're helping her recognize emotions she's already feeling. When you name the feeling, she connects to it deeper. There's also something called priming. When you mention words like connection, closeness, comfort, energy, her mind starts viewing the moment through those ideas. You're not manipulating. You're guiding awareness of what already exists between you. Now the fourth trick. Let her feel safe in her feminine energy. Women enter intimacy when they feel softness, warmth, trust, and openness. That only happens when a man holds calm masculine energy. Not aggressive. Not sexual. Not needy. Calm. Masculine calm means being present, relaxed, and not anxious about outcomes. Women feel nervous energy instantly. Trying too hard pushes her into thinking and protecting mode. Calm pulls her into softness and desire. This is why women like men who seem experienced. Not because experience is sexy, but because calm is sexy. Now comes the mistake most men make. When they ask. The fifth trick. Never ask for a yes. Ask for a feeling. Instead of, do you want to, say things like, does this feel comfortable for you? Or, does this feel too fast? You're not asking her to accept or reject you. You're asking her to check in with herself. That feels safe. When you offer control, she relaxes. And relaxed women choose intimacy naturally. If she says it's a little fast, you say, that's totally okay. I'm enjoying just being here with you. Now she feels heard, respected, and safe. And often she starts escalating herself because pressure is gone. Next comes the sixth trick. Mirror her desire. Women don't decide based on how much you want them, but how balanced your desire feels. Too much feels pushy. Too little feels cold. Balance feels attractive. When she leans in, you lean in. When she touches, you touch. When she holds eye contact, you match it. This creates alignment. And alignment is one of the strongest intimacy triggers. Mirroring makes her feel understood at a deep level. Not overwhelmed. Not ignored. Just matched. Finally, the last step. Make it the moment's idea, not yours. Instead of asking, you acknowledge the moment. This feels really good. It's crazy how comfortable this feels. You have a really calm energy right now. You're not requesting intimacy. You're letting the moment invite it. Women follow feelings, not transactions. When you highlight the moment, pressure disappears and connection takes over. If you learned something today, hit like and subscribe for more psychology and real-world insights. There's a whole hidden world of understanding waiting for you here. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.